Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Stellaris as the Geth Collective. So, we've jumped through time, a few dozen years or so, to show you this. This is gonna be the endgame screen. It was. I got the endgame screen prior to taking some of these planets over here. Essentially, we have 40% of the galaxy. This is gonna be the end of the Let's Play screen more so than anything else. See, that's the thing. I don't see a point to continue. I really don't. There is nothing that can stop me. I am producing 1.3k minerals and 1000 energy per tick. I just secured a bunch of new planets. There is literally no reason to continue playing. Every time I get up to cap on energy, I trade it away for minerals, like so. I can now hold a decent amount of. My sectors all have around 10,000 minerals in the bank, give or take. Right, so their improvement is just secured for the rest of eternity. And there is just literally nothing to do. I mean, this fleet is getting upgraded from dog shit to slightly better. It's nowhere near the crisis timer yet. If this was like 2392 or something like that, I would continue playing for a few more years, just to get that and to make sure that happens. But the way things are right now, there is just absolutely no need. There really isn't. The amount of fleet I have, the amount of planets I have, the amount of stuff I have in general, I can reproduce anything I lose in an instant, basically. So, yeah. Most of these are also level 5 ports. I mean, the AI's been kind enough to upgrade all of them, so there is, like, literally nothing left for the AI to upgrade, more or less, apart from, well, this new sector doesn't count, obviously. So I could paint the map and just get the entire thing done, but I don't see a point. Instead, I'm going to move on to something like either Europa Universalis 4 or CK2, depending on what I feel like. And it's probably going to be CK2, considering EU4 I don't really like the state of at this time. More sort of personal preference, I prefer CK2 and the way it's been going. There's a brand new DLC for that, so I will probably play that. This is just not interesting anymore. That's the thing, that's the problem, right? I mean, the last few episodes have been questionable, at best. In terms of what's actually going on the screen and what we're doing, because it's been, I mean, hasn't been much of a contest, right? You catch my drift? Now this is just, I mean, it's worse, right? This is just making it worse. So, there is quite literally nothing to do. And there was nothing to do for the 10 or so years I skipped. Yes, I declared war down there. Yes, I got the enigmatic fortress. But the enigmatic fortress now gives you only one technology, and that's it. And I just... Basically, the way I won this war was go here with a big fleet, occupy, go here, occupy, go here, occupy. Oh, they've surrendered. There you go. So, it's... like, it's not fun. There is no challenge, and there is very little to do. So, yeah. In my own time, will I be finishing this? I don't know, maybe. If I'm bored, I might go up here and declare war on them or something, but... As far as what I wanted to do with the Geth, that is win and take over a huge part of the galaxy and, you know, basically just get to the endgame screen, I did. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the next DLC for Stellaris, which is not far behind. And it is the one where they reworked the entire FTL system. Now, considering this is not going to be much of an episode in that, well, spoilers, we've won, there isn't much to do. What I've decided is I will sort of talk about that a little bit. In that it's a highly controversial decision, but it shouldn't be. Okay. Honestly, it really shouldn't be. But it is. So, here's the thing. Namely, people are accusing Paradox of doing a scummy thing by removing an already established and more or less well-beloved FTL system and changing it for a DLC. Now, the ones that don't have a DLC, that don't buy that DLC, will be somewhat screwed over, in that the FTL system will then be different, be dumbed down, right? Something like that. I haven't caught up to the entire thing 100%. I'm not. I know what I'm talking about, but I haven't looked into the intricacies because honestly, it will change and it can change. So right now we're basing a lot of this stuff on dev diaries and speculation, which again are not. Even the dev diaries themselves are not infallible, and if you develop something today, that doesn't mean you can't change it tomorrow. So you know, I don't really want to base much fact on and put a lot of attention on those things. I don't want to base much of my conversation on what has been read or said over there. But here's the thing. Ultimately, their complaint is that the game will somehow lose in its value and that you'll be screwed over from the game that you bought. No, you won't. Here's what you bought if you paid every DLC up until thus far and have all the updates and so on and so forth and have played the game thus far. So if you buy the game right now, what you have is this, what I'm playing right now, what you're looking at on the screen. You will be able to play this exact version of the game forever. Okay? So what you see is what you get at this point. None of this will change. There is a problem if you want to update the game and you want to get new content for free. Then it gets a little bit more complicated. Fair enough. But you'll always be able to roll back. And that is why, in my mind, it is just a non-issue, right? It really is. It is a non-issue because you'll always be able to roll back. And so long as that's the case, I don't think that this is a controversial decision. Could it be done differently? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't see how it is a massive problem. I really don't. Especially because I'm going to mention my favourite mod of all time ever for Stellaris, Star Trek New Horizons, which I've just started playing again. You can dive into that, which, again, has only one FTL system, but is a lot more complicated than the base game, and is absolutely fantastic. You have story, you have a story mode in that game, you have a single-player campaign in that mod, and you can download it, and you can play it. So that's basically like almost 2 games for the price of 1. Yeah, again, you can download one of the older versions of the mod itself, which is perfectly serviceable right now and is almost done. Of course, they're going to add more stuff into it later, but it's a great mod right now. It's not in beta or anything, and there's not almost any placeholder features, so why the hell not, right? Basically, I don't think it's controversial at all, and I think people are just slightly overreacting. I get it. I get the fact that they're upset, but the reaction, and that's the biggest problem I have with the entire thing. The reaction thus far has been boycott Paradox for the rest of eternity, and never buy a Paradox game ever again. Which is, I mean, at that point you just be like being try again, extremely silly. But what do I know? I'm just a dude with a microphone ranting on the internet. What's the expression? You're entitled to, yes, you're entitled to your own opinions, of course, and do what you will. Who am I to tell you otherwise? But since, like I said, this isn't going to be much of an episode in terms of its content, I figured I should share my thoughts on that entire thing. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, the grand finale, which has been incredibly anticlimactic, but somewhat fitting as well, because if you think about it, the Geth, or I guess a robot civilization of this type, right, doesn't exactly go out with a bang, right? Everything we've done has been calculated, everything we've done has been sort of robotic and by the books, apart from those occasions where I just raged and got incredibly pissed off at the AI, but and at losing some ships and some armies and stuff like that. That was a bit of a human error moment. That was only human and all that. But other than those brief moments of passion, it's been fairly calculated. So in that same cold mechanical style, I bid you farewell because this is basically it. We've discovered a hidden fallen empire down here. Yeah, they can't do anything to me. And one up here, which are actually caretakers, kind of the opposite of me, which is not cool, I guess. Enigmatic and as well. Their fleet power is completely inferior to mine, though. So, like I said, literally nothing to do. Alright, that'll be pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video and want to stay tuned for the rest of the content I produce on the channel. CK2 or EU4 will probably be next. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.